So Kim, can you present yourself and tell us something about your novels?
Yes, my name is Kim Headlee. I have been a published novelist since 1999. My first novel, Dawn Flight, the first in a series of historical Arthurian legends, was published by Simon & Schuster in October of 1999, followed by the first edition of Liberty, which was published by HQN Books, the first edition in 2006. Of course, Liberty you are familiar with is ancient Rome, historical romance featuring a female gladiator. The other novels that I have, the sequel to Dawn Flight is Morning's Journey, that was published in 2013. I did that one myself, followed by Snow in July, which is another historical romance, medieval with a paranormal flair, and that came out last year. And one of my pride and joys is I developed the sequel to Mark Twain's A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, and it's titled King Arthur's Sister in Washington's Court. And that ebook is available now, and I'm working toward producing it in hardcover as well as audiobook. And both of those those editions I'm hoping to have released by November of this year.
Okay, thank you. So how do you feel about winning the BooksGoSocial Best Book Award?
Oh, it was fabulous. As I told Lawrence the other day, the win with BooksGoSocial was the first time any of my books had won outright in 16 years of being published. I have tied for first place before with Dawn Flight and was runner-up finalist in several awards, U.S. national awards and things like that. But this is the first outright win, and it's exciting.
So how have you got to this point? Well, you told us something about how you started everything, but how did you develop the marketing, the covers, everything?
Oh, wow, what a question. Soup to nuts. Well, for this edition of Liberty, I went back to the cover designer that did the most recent cover for Dawn Flight and Morning's Journey. Her name is Natasha Brown. She is fabulous. I've recommended her to other friends of mine, and they love her as well. She's very professional, and her rates are very reasonable. So she did the cover. I make it a point to have all of my works professionally edited, even the ones that were previously published by larger publishing houses, just because English is a living language, and there are always changes, and there are always things that a writer wants to change from one edition to the next. And so I contracted my editor, Deb Tabor, another absolute consummate professional with very reasonable rates. And so she gave Liberty the once-over and updated the what we call the latest fashions in comma placement and grammar and that kind of thing, and brought it up to speed, up to 21st century standards as far as that goes. And the rest of it was all just hard work, writing, revising, editing, getting feedback from readers and things like that.
So what tips would you give other writers?
I would say do not give up. If your publication plan is to try to hit one of the major houses or a literary agent to help you hit one of the major houses and that's not working out, then get a professional staff of a cover designer and an editor and that sort of thing and publish it yourself. But I strongly caution you to make your work look as professional as possible, because that will help you to stand out in the crowd.
Exactly, and that's the hardest thing. So what will you be doing next?
Next, I am going to finish the first draft of the sequel to Dawnflight and Morning's Journey. I'm working on it right now. It's called Raging Sea. And my goal for that is to have it available in retail channels by the end of this year. I'm in chapter 11, so I have to get moving on that. But life being what it is, and the life of an independent author is, there's a lot of promotion involved and things like that. So I have to develop a better balance to get more of my draft writing done and that kind of thing. Because once I get it into my editor's hands, then it's a lot easier. The revision process, I find, is a lot easier than just getting it down into a solid form.
And one last question. What do you think about BooksGoSocial?
What do I think about BooksGoSocial? Oh, you guys are fabulous. I get so many tweets and mentions and the attention, and it's been marvelous. I recommend it to anybody as far as a marketing platform and that kind of thing.
Okay, so thank you very much, Kim, for this short interview. Congratulations again.